here. And we're going to be playing on the map Chapel. And I think we've got our first mega matchup for the night here.
I think we might need my lady to leave the server then, if Deeper also has to join. Otherwise we don't have enough slots.
Yeah, I'll be the ref. The big ref.
The bitey ref.
The big ref. Oh, nobody do nothing fishy. I will throw you out of the game. You know, like when the ref's bigger than the players, you know, you're like, dang, that's a big ref. But yeah, I think that's the plan is Milady will be heading out at some point here. And then we can get our full casting team in. And these two teams are probably two of the most veteran EU teams out there. Besides 6-6 in business, I think Tag came in a little bit later, and pdG has... Haven't they always existed? For about the same time in one form or another?
Basically, yeah. pdG.
Close to it, yeah.
Well, to be honest, there's not many of the original players, but they've definitely existed for a long time.
I know Krijn, I think Krijn and Kogo, I think, are the core of that team. They've been around forever.
So, are we about to go live now? Is this the real match? Are we all good?
What we need to do is get deeper in here.
We've got to pause. It's happening, guys. We're delaying matches. I can't believe you're doing this.
I don't know what just happened. Did they pause in game? Because my lobby just went retard.
Yeah. Byte decided to do a throw in a quick pause while he tries to get deeper into the match.
You have good sense.
I don't have any other Phantom cards, Kieran, Asura.
So the game has actually started right now, so we have actually got the defenders doing a fairly traditional push. We've got 3 people actually in the main street, which is a little bit different, and we have got the engineer straight onto the repair. Does get taken out though, and yeah, this doesn't look like it's going to be repaired on the first wave, which is always a really good success. But that said, the engineer was revived and he's actually getting that repair on right now. Kogel's spamming some grenades over. He's not managing to hit the engineer, but there we go. The engineer should be able to get this. We've got a Waters chasing him around, doing a bit of a ring around the rosies, and Waters does finally take him out and kills out on a long spawn. He just killed himself on a long spawn.
What are you thinking, Waters? You're the fragger. You can spawn camp. And he misses it to top it off.
The defender's about to get clean wiped now. There's only Kogo left, and when Kogo goes down, that's going to spell bad news. There's 3 seconds left, so the engineer was taken out. It's going to be a slow repair, but it looks like they're going to be able to get this done before the defenders get back into position. And then hopefully the attackers are going to be able to push this up to the first corner. Kind of uncontested right now because we've only actually seen Froz with a field ops, which is able to take out this EV right now. However, he did use the beam only a few seconds ago, so I don't know when that's going to be up next. So this is looking like a fairly clean run for Tag now up into that corner.
That's what pdG did on their lineup. They actually didn't pull out a disabler here. So I guess they're going to wait for it to pass into the next stage of the map before anybody switches over to go for a deny. They even dropped the Kira laser.
They're coming up from this corner here, which is a really, really hard hold. A lot of people often get stuck right here at this T-bone intersection on the road. When you open up into the whole street, so many ways to get crossfire right here.
I'm really liking Tag's play right now. They're just focusing on moving that EV. They're not really caring about getting the kills. They're not really caring about dying. They're just making sure they're getting this constantly moved. And if they carried on moving the EV, they may have been able to avoid the disable, but unfortunately they did have to move out of the way. We're going to see Kogel take out Velan, who was the engineer, so there we go. They have actually finally got a little bit of a foothold here, but Kogel looks like he's having a little bit of trouble with that turret. But the defenders should be in position before the repair comes in.
He got the best of that turret. He had it under control.
This is one of those times where you really wish you had a AAA membership.
Frost with the dinks.
Again, the EV's up moving. Tag are looking really strong so far. This is a fairly decent time for Whitechapel.
They only went a couple inches there, though. They had a really great flank going on.
They did give up quite a position right there to put them back to square one, losing that little offensive, and Waters being so far to the front here. Wastes his grenade on a bunch of hot air.
They're gonna have to try and secure that apartment entrance in the MG there, so they don't get flanked behind again.
This thing's only a few steps away, but a great snipe by Frost, actually stopping that AV. Kogel is probably about 15 seconds away from another airstrike.
No, it is. There it is right now. So that's going to be taken down.
That's a great stop.
I'm not sure it is, you know. I mean, technically it is because it's going to avoid pushing the forward spawns, but it's not like they're actually in a great position to defend for the Reaper right now. That said, Waters actually managing to carry his weight, taking out a couple of players, even managing to take out that Sparks. None of them on long spawn though, so they are going to have to back off right now. And who is that we've got in the back? I take it that that's a dead player. No, we've got a very sneaky...
The Lightning and Medixa both pushed through the alley and flanked everything but Waters. Water was completely alone, even though he did all that work.
Water's finding a turret on the back line there. Gets called out. They know he's there.
Meds is doing some work right now. He's actually managing to keep these defenders distracted long enough to actually get the repair on. And that single play, as silly as it sounds, may have actually just secured a big chunk of that progression on that EV.
That was actually a lot of feet, seriously. That was a great play. It's being uncontested now for a solid 15 seconds, just rolling down the road.
Almost getting close to his airstrike again. Taps out.
EV's still not disabled.
He should have that airstrike up right at the end here, and it might be one of the best stops that you can get. And there he goes,
absolutely.
throwing it right out.
Here it is, it's coming in.
As long as he can hold on for another minute from here, he should be able to get one more airstrike in the bucket.
You know,
and that'll really hold on to their staying power.
Absolutely. If they can fortify this position, get some good medic work and some good cover going, you can hold this one particular spot for a long time.
Both fraggers are using the K121. New meta.
K121, it's so strong. It kind of feels a little bit unreliable when you're using it sometimes, so I understand why a lot of players have been avoiding it, but I think people are starting to slowly get used to it after the recent buffs. And it definitely carries its own weight, but you do give up that exploded Dendron. But that said, with the recent changes to Fragger, you actually only get one grenade now, so maybe they're thinking like it's just not carrying its weight as much as the K121 can. So
I think it's more about the unshakable than the exploded Dendron, though. Like giving up surviving a nade for the K121.
You know, that K121 is really powerful. As long as you can manage to get the recoil under control, it's still pretty accurate at long range, and 34 damage a headshot is nothing to shake a stick at.
Attackers are slowly getting into position.
No, but look at that flank right out of the garage. Getting quite the surround, and that's just all on long spawn. So an amazing fight at the start there to just give the defenders space. And I believe now Kogel has his second airstrike ready. So it's back up and it's a threat on the field. So they have to watch their timing when they actually get this repair out.
They're going to need to secure that garage if they want any hopes of going any further.
This is the kind of position right now where I honestly believe that the attacking team could do with maybe pulling out a sniper, going for that long range pick on maybe the Skyhammer, and then doing a push in there, because like Bitey said, as soon as that is repaired now, we're expecting an airstrike to drop straight on top of it, and it's not like they can get into any decent position to actually be able to kill any like camping Skyhammers that decide that they don't want to be in the main fight. So it's not looking really good for Tag right now. pdG have actually got a really solid hold, so even though they look flaky on the first couple of objectives, this is going to be really hard to break.
Yeah, and I think the spot that this is sitting in right now is kind of like the death of momentum. Because you get it all the time in every game of public play. It's usually right here, or even competitive matches. It's like you're all the way at the end of the street. The EV acts as cover for the defenders. And it's kind of like everything finally shifts to the defensive position in terms of having an advantage. That your offense really has to look for those big picks and big plays to get this momentum moving.
Lots of kills for Tag, though.
Take a look at this bottleneck right now, though, Bitey. I mean, unless you do the trick jump on left and wrap your way back around to the MG towards their spawn, you're coming down to the middle of the road. That's it. It's really a single bottleneck about as wide as this road right here, and the amount of crossfire you can put down is huge. It's in. It's going.
Kogel already used his airstrike as well. He used it to try and stop the push instead of saving it for.
Finally, the stalemate is broken. They're on to the next objective here.
I think that was when you get a little bit greedy. You've got that airstrike up, you've got all your players up. What you really want to do is just allow them to repair and take it out again instantly, and then go for the push. I think trying to actually prevent the push with the airstrike is cost pdG
What a
here a little bit.
res. The Dicks
Yeah,
are finally going down.
Whenever I have a Skyhammer on my team that throws their airstrike for like a play that's not the EV, it's like, what are you doing? If it doesn't get 3 or 4 kills, it's like, you've just put us back 50 seconds. Please, hold it on and just save it only for the EV, because that's one of those situations where it's just like, now you don't have it, now it rolls into the hole.
That's so itchy though, holding your airstrike when you're just holding that objective for so long.
Adeto, you
Oh, no,
can use it as a
It's
little
so
hand
itchy.
Make sure it's a hand grenade, not an airstrike.
No, I agree. I think what Bitey's saying is just like in general play, that is definitely the right play to do. Obviously, if you see a situation where you think you can actually pull off a decent airstrike, and you feel like you're in a fairly safe position, maybe you've already got a pick on the attackers, maybe you've got the advantage there, then by all means throw out your airstrike, because it's only 2 spawn waves if you think about it before you're actually going to get that airstrike up again. But what I would have actually said in that position that they was just in is maybe what pdG should have done is actually swapped out to an arty on one of the players as well, just to have that ability to actually put a little bit of AoE down in certain areas when a push was coming. But unfortunately, they stuck with the traditional setup, and it didn't work out for them. But that said,
Frost is back raping with the sniper.
back raping with the sniper. It's going to work, isn't it? How many's going to get?
He has to actually hit the shot though.
Gets the second. Froz is doing the fluff right now. Completely fluffing them shots. Doesn't matter though, because the rest of pdG are still in fairly decent positions. That said, it is only a 3 versus 4 right now. This is Tag's perfect opportunity to move in. Titan's thinking that he can pick away at a couple of players. Defa misses the revive. This is it. Perfect play right now. They should be able to get the hold, and a single airstrike might be able to get this in. I don't know if they're going to get the transmit in time. Transmit started. It's all about that super push. Froz making the play. Unfortunately, doesn't get the headshot, but still manages to take him out. And that's going to leave the EV sat on the Pico buildings front doorstep. And it's surely going to get returned.
I mean, it's just kind of an example of getting that jump. You know, he delivered too late, and at that point, you're looking at it from the high ground perspective. It's like, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. But Frost misses the headshot, and I think if his teammates weren't there to actually get the shot that kills him, that probably was about a half second away from delivering.
Oh, it was very close. It was certainly very close. I actually felt like he had it. As soon as I saw Froz fluff that shot, I was like, yeah, they've got the first one. Then, luckily for him.
I felt like if he had juked just a little bit, man, if he had taken a sidestep, you know what I mean, he would have missed that shot. Maybe he bought him that half second he needed.
It is a pet hate for a lot of the casters here. Whenever we see somebody delivering the objective stood still, it kind of like hurts inside.
I did a little
to
bit
push
in my
though.
chair. I'm not gonna lie with you, I was like in my chair squirming like, move, you need to move to the left. Oh, there goes his head.
Waters is really doing a lot of work for this team right now. Sure, he is the fragger, he has got the advantage, and he hasn't got the top score, but whenever things start to get rough, it's normally Waters which is coming out and actually making them plays happen. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. VLAN doesn't manage to take out the spark. Waters gets a double grenade though to
Quarterback. That long throw got it right in the pocket and got the 2-for-1 special.
2-for-1 special.
I agree with that Waters statement. You know, he's been playing since the game came out. Lobby Boys, he played with me a little bit while I was over there, and he's kind of moved from team to team, but he's always been a super solid player. It's just he's never really been getting a lot of time to shine, and I think this is a team that he's finally found a good fit for, because they are really doing the work together.
Back-to-back sniper shots being landed. Package is coming in right now. Taken out quickly.
It's a dangerous spot to put it.
Oh, what a shot from Froz. Does get taken out by VLAN though.
Okay, so I want to kind of point this out. VLAN and Froz are both like superior level snipers. There aren't very many of them in the game, but they always make like the craziest shots. So I would say that you should probably watch their duels when they happen, because it's going to be something else to behold.
I've noticed one thing which is actually really impressive, and that is that Tag have managed to stay for the majority of this objective on the same spawn wave, which is something we don't see very often. So the team play seems to be there. They're just losing out on the fights, unfortunately. That said, Waters did get taken out by a Kieran Laser. 4 people out at one. Only Kieran left. And there we go, a full wipe.
Well, where's the objective?
I didn't have it. Specula's getting it. Specula's getting it right now with the sparks.
Oh no. That gives them a lot of space to recover here.
In a world where we killed everybody but didn't bring the objective.
doing the run-in, trying
Here
to run
comes.
by. They see him.
It should be able to get this.
They're running
Nope.
out. Can they
It
get
was
it?
stood still.
Again, just standing still.
They're gonna have it though. They should have this. It took them way too
Oh,
long,
yeah.
That one
but they
uncontested.
have it.
So defense should know they can't stop this one. And it looks like they're going to just slowly pick out these fights. This should stop that second delivery from happening, which is really what you got to focus on this little stage. But look at that. Here comes a beam.
Let's see what this
Trying
laser
to make a
does.
play, but it's on short spawn. Not exactly the time you wanted to pop it out. And he didn't get much out of it.
even if it was not, like even if it was useful and got a lot of kills, his entire team was dead. He was on his own.
Yeah.
Dead and on short spawn is like the worst time to be.
It's one of those kind of traps that everybody seems to fall into, especially until you get like an awful lot of experience. It's like, I'm alive, I've got 20 seconds left now, everybody else on my team is dead, so I need to do something. And sometimes it's like, you didn't need to do anything, mate. You just needed to just wait, really. Like, you was limited. Sure, go in there and try and kill as many as possible, but don't be using your game-changing abilities in trying to do that unless you're 100% certain you're going to be able to make something work. So that laser's down on cooldown for about another 20 seconds right now. We're getting pdG back into positions.
Cross and Velan going at it.
Velan takes out Kogel.
Tag's got a solid
duel.
foothold on the left side here.
Lasers in. He's going to get a couple of kills. Oh, he's chasing that fragger. The fragger's too fast.
Oh, look at Froze. Can he get the niche pick? He's going
Oh,
into
there we
position
go.
to actually do a defensive snipe here. Because you can see the entire objective. He's looking for it. Got
Nada
the
versus
one he
Nada.
needed. And I think that might be game.
Yep.
I mean, they have a chance to do one really heavy push, but they
No,
don't
Gogo's
send it
securing
down.
it to be sure.
Yeah.
There's no time. But, yeah, so there's actually going to be...
Got a game on our hands.
If we see a
15
gauntlet,
minutes.
if we see a gauntlet, not gonna happen.
I believe the time to run, even with an aura from the attacker's spawn to the objective and delivery, is around 24 seconds. So, unfortunately, it wasn't possible. But moving forward, it just means that if we see pdG on the attack manage to complete the map at any stage, it's going to be a win, which is fairly impressive. They're in a decent position right now, pdG, because completing a map is obviously easier than doing a full hold the majority of the time.
The interesting thing here, Pixel, I don't want to interrupt, but like they can draw. If
They
they
can.
full hold, nobody gets points. And it's actually a big blow to teams because of the new stopwatch rules.
So
On
are we
stage
actually
one,
accepting
we're
the new rules
accepting
now?
draws. And
Brilliant.
if nobody wins, nobody goes anywhere, and nobody gets points.
That's
so
good.
Yeah, and I really like it for this kind of setup because
Yes.
in a round robin, you don't have to eliminate people because it's all about points and performance. So if pdG don't get half of this objective done, they look at losing. They get no points for a round, and that probably puts B5-6 or one of the other teams in the lead.
Wow. So
That's
it's all still to play for then. So
Yeah.
pdG really needs to pull out their A game right now.
Sick shot from Daffy just now. Took out the Kira just before she could do the beam from behind the garage.
Whoa, Froz in position. I mean, that first push, we
I
could
love
see the under 60 repair. Oh, well, you know, sometimes.
Velan says
has
no.
Something to say about it. From-
I thought Fletcher was going Super Saiyan, then he was just stood there, all of a sudden gets a big yellow glow around him, and boom, he died. But I'm really
Daffy
loving
from
Daffy's
the behind the
position right now.
garage literally just
Yeah.
held his entire team alive.
Some great reses coming out onto that Nada on left side there on attack.
Oh, there's
Froz is
just
getting
a
the repair.
little bit of a botch on his spawn grenade.
Look at Lightning
Froz.
though. Lightning
Wow.
pushed all the way across the road, just ignoring everyone. Killing the engineer.
Don't
I
really
don't know
care.
if that was the one he wanted because he didn't get that given. I think that's about time. It's about that 60-second time.
Yeah, 1 pixel
So-
off. Yeah.
What's going to happen here is probably it's going to come down to the tag guys getting that perfect stop where they need it to happen.
The thing is, Tag have actually brought a Skyhammer now, so they may go for an early stop. It looks like it's going to make more sense to go for it in the corner, right? You don't want to actually fluff this up. You don't have that many strikes on you. But right now, I have to be honest, pdG are looking like they're in a much better position than what Tag was right now. They're actually pushing the red. They're moving the EV, and they're in decent positions. Lightning's also been taken out, and there we go. This is actually going to Wait, look at the times. This is actually going to get around the corner before the enemy team is back up, before the defenders are back up.
Pressure right there. An
Tag does not have
play
the
by pdG to actually just secure all their momentum and get to the second checkpoint. I don't think there's any way they actually have time
There
to
isn't. There's
get a
not.
stop.
So they can throw like a Hail Mary airstrike, but then you're wasting it. If
No
you mess up
way.
that throw.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
You're blessed. That's dangerous. Let your bomb. Big
Tag
one.
is regaining control though. Little mistake by Waters overextending in the garage,
no.
not
Yeah,
expecting the spawn.
What is that?
Oh, lightning's throwing the game right now for the guys over on Tag. He has switched out to an arty. Maybe he'll be able to get the stop with a couple of these artillery strikes, but the progression that they've made on this EV is unbelievable right now. It is going to be stopped, but they've stopped when there's an engineer right behind it. It's going to be instantly repaired, and all the effort they've put into stopping that right now has been completely wasted. And it's looking like this may be uncontested towards the end. They've actually only got a hit and left.
And you can kind of see here in this entire sequence, it's all about momentum. And right now, it's just falling all on pdG. A botched airstrike, a bad stop. I mean, Artie can get the drop here. And
But
I guess coupled with a Kira laser, I mean,
it
there's
doesn't
a lot
matter.
of work here.
The engineer's still there. He's just waiting. He doesn't get taken
Engineer's
out
dead,
now.
though. This is actually a good position to destroy.
But look at Kieran.
Uh-oh.
He don't care. He's like, yeah,
Where are they
I'm just
looking
here,
at?
mate.
Oh, but he put himself online.
We've got the
Don't-
perfect stop, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. It's gonna. I think pdG has been showing though that they really have a lot of different solutions for problems here. As long as Tag though stay focused, they could probably hold on to this for a lot of time.
I just don't think it's going to happen, though. I think that the pdG guys have definitely got this all-in, all-broke mentality. So I think they're just going to like find a position that they want to push, and they're just going to go in all at the same time. And sure, it may take a couple of spawns, but I just believe we're going to break through this through brute force alone.
I
That
don't
was
think
a
that's
really good
decided
wipe.
yet, but I mean, lightning right there. The chapel play with the grenades takes out the medic, gets the medic, and makes a lot of space. And now it looks like it's kind of a half push. Gotta reset
Friends
your
looking
position.
at getting a long spawn again if he's not careful. Medic's on
Silence
his
here.
own. Such a wasted position right now from Kren.
pdG
Get the
trying
feeling.
to take over that garage.
Good go, back raping. Get the jump. Behind them.
A lot of
Taken
positions
out
here.
again
Frost gets
immediately.
dropped though. No engineer for this play, but it looks like it's a 2v1. Somebody's gonna get long spawn here. Is it Titan or Gogol?
Gogol.
Looks like Gogol. That's a big
That's
loss.
2 players down right now. But what they really need to do, in my opinion, right now is just keep Defen further back. Like, he was getting the revives off, now he's going for this like aggressive style, like right up there with them. You don't need to be. Sure, you want to be getting a bit of damage, but you basically got a sniper rifle railgun right there. Stay as far back as possible and just tell your team to attack down the straight open and just see what you can do. But that snipe pick from Vreeland's really going to help out the defenders on this next push as well.
It's just, I'm kind of waiting on something big. An airstrike, a Kira beam. I mean, it's one of your things that can really open up this position, because when you get stuck here, we saw it on the other half. You just have to burn through this time, and like, you can slug your way in, get that lucky flank, but a clever ability will definitely do the job much better.
No, I take it all back. A minute ago I was saying that I felt like pdG were just going to be able to brute force the way through, but the last 4 or 5 spawns, it's been like instant death as soon as they've got into a position where they could have any power at all. It's just been yellow, 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 yellow on the scoreboard, and it's not going well right now. It's the closest fight that we've seen so far in a while, and
So they've made the
This
same
cross
push
there
2
we
trying
go.
to
times.
get people on. Whoa!
this is the play.
Whoa!
Lightning.
There it is.
Oh, jeez, that's probably it.
The Gibbs are in, repairs coming
See,
out.
I'm not taking it back. It was brute force. I knew it was going to happen. There you go, guys. I was right. You was wrong. Deal with it.
So they made
I'm
this.
always flopping.
pdG made the same play 2 times in a row there. They were trying to take
Yeah.
over that garage, and they had some people flanking around right. And the moment they were trying to flank into that doorway, they had crossfire coming from across the street to help break that door.
Seen a fairly traditional setup from the guys over at Tag. A few people on the left, a couple of people on the right. Waters goes and takes out Speculate. Needs to go and get that give. Vreeland's actually taking a few shots. Waters takes out Titan. And
Gosh.
momentum's actually on the pdG side right now. And if they're not careful, Tag, They may get taken out. That said, they are all just lining up. It looks like they're going to go for an orbital laser. Are they going to be able to get a couple of kills? Froze takes out Titan. Going for the back of the bus, takes out Lightning. Is he going to be able to pull off Feeling? There we go. This is almost a clean wipe. There's only an aura left. Going to get taken out. They've got the objective with them. This is going to be the first one done. And so right now we're on draw stage and there's 7.5 minutes left. And all they need to do is get one of these objectives.
And this is looking pretty grim for these teams. They need to get this rock back before those spawners come back up, and it looks like
They're not
they
going
might
to.
not have it.
They're not going to.
And Grine's still up too. So they've just gone back to square one on the defense. They do have to stop the carrier. Who's,
Oh, no, you didn't.
Well,
Server died.
Server did dies.
7 minutes, 40 seconds, first objective. That's pretty...
Anyway, guys, I just want to remind everybody who's in the chat right now, beta is beta. We've been doing this for a while. And unfortunately, every now and again, we do get a disconnection or a server crash. It's not crazy frequently. Luckily, it's improved an awful lot. It will get better. Unfortunately, beta is beta. So we're going to have to quickly decide what we're going to do about this situation right now. I mean, personally, I feel like it was almost inevitable that pdG were actually going to take that. However, it's hard to say, right?
So let me go talk to the teams and tell them how these rules work, and I'll see what they want to do about it. Because they had 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to get the last half of the objective. And if we're going with draw rules, they don't actually win until it's actually completed. So let me go get those captains. I'll start talking with them about solutions that they want to do, and we'll go from there.
User left your channel.
Hey, Pixel, even there at the end when that Sparks was put in the package and all by herself, you know, everything's secured, not a goddamn care in the world. All I could think was, why are you standing still?
Every single time.
I kind of like, I don't want to be a dick for like bringing up the same thing over and over again, but it bugs something deep inside of me like a dentist drilling a cavity. Like, please move. You're just about to take free damage. You're about to catch one in the noggin, you know?
So that's all. You might want to put a bit of music on for a couple of minutes just while we get this sorted out. We really don't have much information coming, so we'll see what Bitey comes back with.
Okay.
Sorry, stream. I know it's a pain in the arse, let's be honest, but we'll be back soon.
Sound muted.
Stay on
Sound
the clock.
resumed.
Push the EV as fast as you can to the next objective,
Yeah.
and go from there.
Cool.
So Adetto is unmuted, so I can kind of re-summarize that again.
Yep.
Because of the crash, and because we're not really on a time stretch right now, we're going to be repeating the last objective with half the objective cap. Can't really force a forfeit or a win when it's that close, and it's kind of important because this is the big matchup for these two teams. So
Yep.
what's going to happen is we're going to push the EV as fast as we can all the way to the last objective. Let them free cap one half. Everybody's going to start in their neutral positions, and the teams will have 7 minutes and 40 seconds to either cap the objective and declare pdG the winner of this matchup, or it'll be tag, claiming a 0-0 draw victory.
A draw victory.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit right. I'm joking. I like that.
Well, in round robin, I actually really like that because we don't have nobody's getting eliminated.
Yeah.
But it gives the advantage to the winners, quite handedly so, and I like it. I think there is a command in Battle FY that gives you a tie too, which means that they get a little bit less points. And it looks like the winner of this matchup actually gets to play against V56, who have supposedly been playing quite well. And then we have a large swath of other teams tied for the 2nd through 4th. And that is what teams are fighting for. The winners get to choose some cases. I think it's 1st through 4th get some prizes. 4th gets some experts. 3rd gets... Let's go look at our prize spread. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. Whatever 1st is, they get like 3 elite cases. Also, you two, Pixel, you can join into a team to force the start. Oh, we don't need you anymore. Sit there.
Okay. Well, while we're going to get this push on, I'll be back in 1 second, guys. But yeah, this is going to be... let's call it. I reckon pdG are going to still take it, you know.
Yeah, I think that they have what it takes. And we can see, like, even when the odds are stacked and that EV died at the last stage, they managed to pull through and get that push they needed to get it tucked in and put it home.
One thing that they definitely showed to me is that they weren't going on tilt, right? They were just continually doing the same push, and eventually it worked. There was like no kind of everybody going long spawns and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, I think this isn't really going to phase them too much. I think they're going to be able to jump into the server, and I think they're just going to be able to make it work for them. But yeah, I'll be back in a moment, and good luck, guys.
Come on, let's go.
Kind of waiting for all these things to load in here so I can change the map, get it set, and move along.
Go spec buddy.
Hold on. Ah, what's that name of that map? Admin change. Map. What am I messing up here? OBJ.
Whitechapel.
Am I spelling Chapel wrong?
Are you sure not just logged out because the server crashed and you didn't log in yet? Don't switch the map now, because it's counting down and it breaks the server.
Yeah, there we go. Don't forget to fix the text of that server crash.
Oh yeah.
Teams.
Good that you're saying it. Oh, my game crashed. Can you
Oh no.
get someone in spec to wait?
So they have to push quite a ways.
Oh yeah, of course. Plus guys, my game crashed, so I need to just restart it real quick.
I think I'll take this opportunity to free fly around the level and appreciate some of the various architecture that the
yes,
lovely
it's-
artists over at Splash Damage
Oh,
took
that's
so
just
much time
London. They
rendering.
just remade London. Deeper, join on the defenders.
I'm a defender.
So insane though. I usually play this game myself with like low quality settings and like high FPS, and now I have everything on the max for the stream. There's so many details that you don't see when you have a low quality config that I see now. It's just my mind. There's even a tree in the chapel last spawn. It isn't just the entire tree just disappears with a low quality config.
I'm repairing the objective too.
Come on, let's go.
I hope they don't see me. I think she sees me. Shit.
I feel, for some reason, I feel like an official referee like let me move the EV. Nobody touch this. Official DBN business here. Nothing to see. I just
Excuse
need
me.
to move.
Excuse me, sir. Hi. Yes.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. Hi. I've got a cricket bat. So you have a
Need to
tank.
move. Official business here. Nothing to see. I will crush. Oh no.
Hang on a second. You ever see Austin Powers?
I think I might have found.
Oh man. Official business here.
I think I
What
might
do you
have
say?
found what caused the blurriness on the stream.
Yeah, your bajillion FOV.
Nope. The fact that I actually had
Excuse me,
motion
sir.
blur enabled
Is this
in the
your
game
tank
because
here?
of the high quality config. I didn't see it.
Well, I guess we're gonna actually know what the fastest is you can push the EV.
Med pack right here.
Before, because of all these people in front of it, the thing crashes and the EV just gets stuck right here.
As a matter of fact,
I
Morgan
will
Freeman
carry
is
the
here to ride your EV. I will ride it for glory. All the way to the objective.
Oh shit, I dropped it.
You should
Butterfly.
Alright, so
probably,
now they gotta put one
you're
in,
just gonna
right?
put it in and then wait for 7 minutes something, and then
No,
That's-
you're gonna
that's what
actually
she
just,
said.
You're gonna clock the time. Official business here. Let's see. Put this in the receptacle.
I feel like I need an adult.
Alright. So it's time for you to go to spectate.
Come
We have
feed.
12:33 on the clock. So we got 12:33.
We almost ready?
Yes, we are almost ready here.
could you maybe let everyone self-kill and then count from the next spawn? Because right now the defense is completely set up because they got like running around time. But then 33 minus 12 and then minus 7. Then we know when it's ended.
I don't even know if it's a massive issue if we just let the defenders get into defending positions.
We'll have to make a rule about this in the future, probably what we do. So it's gonna be like the 5 minutes, and then it was 34, so they have till 5:01.
Till 5. We'll give them the extra second because we're feeling generous.
Okay.
It's not going to go to there, is it? So let's just get it started.
Oh my god.
I mean, let's just real talk. We could let them spawn inside the attacker's spawn, and
I guess we could let them spawn. Or what would that be? 49?
kill whatever.
Yeah, I'm actually a pretty big math fan. I always like do mental math and such, but I was just having a conversation on my Steam. I wasn't really paying attention.
So it turns out you can cap this map in 4 minutes. 3 minutes.
And we're live.
I felt really important driving that AV.
You
Oh,
look
wow.
really important driving
What
that
is
thing. You look
this?
like a fucking mayor up there.
All right.
So positions are set up. The defenders are in decent positions again, which is going to make it fair. Looks like the defenders are going to actually wipe out the first wave, which I'm kind of glad about, to be honest. I was hoping it wasn't just going to be attackers walk in, wipe it, and then finish it.
Did you see that cheeky beam he tried to do, like right on the start? He was trying to go so hard and just get them all in their spawn, but I don't think he had the point of the vantage points to actually get it all cleaned up.
Feeling tapping out waters. And there we go. So yeah, Tag have actually done a fairly good start to this restart, and pdG are just gonna have to be careful, try and get a couple of picks in, and then finish off the objective. But it looks like Tag have kind of had a little bit of time to get the thoughts together, and definitely playing a little bit better than what we saw them playing a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, when you've got a lot of time to think about what you were doing and you get a full reset, I mean, that's a pretty big advantage. They did spend that beam on the first push, so I assume that on this play it'll finally be online again so they can do a full setup. And we'll see what pdG has in store for breaking through these holds. Just looking for that beam to start
We're seeing the
forming
beam
anywhere.
come out.
There it is.
Oh,
Looking for the spot. Did he get dropped?
Yeah, got
he got
sniped.
dropped as it was coming in. Yeah.
Was trying in position to do a small flank. Rock push coming in behind.
Comes Steffi.
That's one on long spawn though.
2 on
Feeling big play. But the objective's up by the rock now.
My game is bugged. Gotta come back.
Okay, no problem.
By the way, Pixel Twitch.
Yep.
I just looked at my settings again. Did like what might have been the blurriness. I had motion blur enabled, so that might have been it. That could have fucked over the frames or something.
Tut tut tut. You should know better, Vedetto.
Yeah, I know. I never used these settings high, so I was like, well, I'll just see what happens.
We'll just spitball it, see what sticks. So the attackers again trying to slowly get into a position, but if they're not careful, Kogel is going to get picked off. It doesn't look like he's going to be gibbed. Defen's going to be able to get him back. Oh
He's
no!
coming
Defin
in.
does get the gib.
And there's a big two.
Laser-
Big two for coming in. Still one guy left on box. He's moving the beam toward the rock. He's actually not moving it. He dropped it off, but they have the position now. There's only
And there we
one,
go.
no defenders left.
Here comes the
Where's the
objective
objective?
from the
Should be
right.
Noble coming in.
Time wise, that's it. That's going to be game. There's
Should
not
be
enough
game.
time to actually get there and stop it.
Yeah,
But is
right
Kogel
about
going to
that.
shift? Is he going to shift? He's moving. No, he stood still. He stood still. No, I'm sorry. No, guys, we're giving
Literally.
it to Tag. We're letting Tag take this because you don't stand still when you're delivering the objective. I don't care about real set or whatever.
But Specula was standing still as well on their attack, so it would be a
Literal,
draw then.
actual.
We're both standing still.
In real life, face palming, right? Like elbow on the desk, face palm.